I'm Glenyce Hughes, and I get to facilitate people in creating their dreams come true. How the heck did I get so lucky? And yes, I do look very different today. I had some makeup playtime this morning. I tried a new technique that I've been wanting to try for a long time. For those of you makeup lovers, it's called brow blocking. So you actually kind of cover over your eyebrows and such. So I don't necessarily love how the blue here turned out, but I'm still pretty thrilled with it all. So here we are showing it off. Plus I have some like fun colored hair. So anyway, on and on. What did I want to talk about today? Well, actually, this goes along with it. So what percentage of you are you allowing to show up in the world? Yeah. Like truly, how much of you are you willing to be? So this is me actually. I whether I'm painting on a canvas like this pretty picture behind me, or I'm painting on my face, I be creation and creative everywhere. I love it. And there was a time that I wouldn't do it. I mean, I only just started painting in a year ago, and painting on my face 5 years ago. Yeah, I know, right? But there were so many points of views about what I should be doing or shouldn't be doing, or I've never been an artist, so to speak, in terms of paints and such. So you can't start when you're 40, whatever I was, 47. And yes, actually you can. And same with makeup. You can play with makeup. And nowadays, oh my gosh, not when I was a teenager, but nowadays there's all sorts of videos. I mean, I just watched a step-by-step guide on how to block my brows. Like there's so much out there now and so many different ways that you can learn to do it. And what if whatever those ways are for you, what if you can choose to be you? What is that for you? Whatever that is. And sometimes it's looking back to when you were a kid. What did you love to do or be or have or create or any of that you could be doing now in some way, shape, or form? Yeah, and what did you decide? When did you decide you couldn't be or do or have or create or actualize those things? Yeah, often it's from the energy of being with other people. It's this energy of being, cutting off parts and pieces of ourselves to be with other people. If somebody doesn't like wild makeup and hair, then before I would have stopped that for them. Now, I would say for me, I stopped it more from the decision that I needed to be an adult now. No, I don't. That's crazy. And so really, and that's no different. That's a relationship with everybody on the planet, really. I mean, so if you're looking at where you're not willing to be you, or maybe you recognize you're only willing to be 5% of you, what's it going to take to change that? Like truly, what's it going to take? How much more of you can you be? And even if you just recognize when you're not being it, and if you use the tools from Access Consciousness, you can pot and pocket or destroy and uncreate it all, whatever you want to use, but just start being honest with you and look at how you can be all of you now. Because how much more fun would your life and your living be if you were willing to be all of you? I mean, for so long in my business, I wouldn't facilitate classes as me. I would facilitate classes as the way I had decided a teacher should. So I would show up, I would have everything written down specifically, word for word, the time to say it. I would have no potty mouth whatsoever. I would have none of my humor come through. And that's a big part of who I be. And so those classes were not so fun for me to facilitate because I wasn't being me. Now, I don't mean that I go everywhere and easy for me to say, and I use that potty mouth all the time. I actually don't. I'm aware of where it's going to create more and where it's not, and I'm willing to follow that, but that's a very different energy than cutting off a part of me or not showing up as all of me. It's a different energy. So what if you could be even 5% more of you today? What about 10? Whatever that is for you. Like, what if you could choose that today in whatever way that's going to look like for you? So anything that doesn't allow that way to store and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pot, pock, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Yeah. Have a great week, sweet friends, and I look forward to chatting with you again next week.